have such admiration for teachers. They pour their hearts and lives into their students, and maybe no teacher has done that more than our next guest. Earlier this year, she set the Guinness World Record for longest career as a female teacher at the same school, 61 years and 43 days. That is definitely what we call best in class. Okay, so let's welcome Westmoreland High School retiree Glenda. I'm gonna start kind of at the beginning. You started, was it 1963? Is that when you started teaching?
I began teaching in 1963.
Did you always want to be a teacher?
No.
No.
I didn't, well, I never thought about being a teacher.
Yeah.
But when I graduated in 1959 from high school, there weren't a lot of opportunities for girls. You know, what were you gonna do? Be a teacher? Get married, have children? That's what most of them did.
Yeah.
There were very few in my class that went to college. And I started working in a factory right after I got out of high school. You know, I needed a job that summer. And I thought, I don't believe I want to do this the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So I submitted my application to Western Kentucky State Teachers College.
Yeah.
And when fall rolled around, I entered. And that was a teacher's college. All of the friends I made along the way, they were becoming teachers. That just seemed the way to go.
Yeah.
History, my favorite subject, so I wanted to get a degree, something related to that, social studies or something like that. Got my degree in 1963, went to Westmoreland, applied for a job, they hired me. And you know, I liked it so well, I stayed 61 years.
I know, I was like, you're loyal. So you eventually became a librarian at that school though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I taught history for, I was in the classroom for a dozen years.
Yeah.
Teaching the history, social studies, or taught 5 different subjects at one time, but I love the history. That was my favorite.
5 different subjects at one time?
In 1 year.
Dang.
And then I wasn't much older than the students either. So, you know, classroom management had to do all of that too, deal with that. But all in all, the students were good.
How did you like being a librarian? You must have loved it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't have to go home and study as hard every night for that like I did that. But being a librarian was fun, and I wanted to see students read, check out books. So I would get the, you know, I had a lot of good teachers that would bring their classes to the library and get them to check out books.
Yeah.
Hopefully they read those books.
Yeah. Oh, that's incredible. Over 60 plus years at the school, how have you must have seen education change so much, like technology, everything.
Oh, of course. That was the big change. When I started, I was writing on the chalkboard. Now there are smart boards in the classrooms.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't do that. But when I started, the students would check out their books. They take the, you know, the card in the back of the book. Write your name on that. I'd stamp it good for 2 weeks. And had my card catalog over there.
There's something so magical that is so missed. I feel like there was something like getting that card and putting in a little folder on it. Like I loved it.
But true.
So some of your students have even gone on to become educators themselves, right?
Yes. And,
is that pretty cool?
Oh, yes. It's gratifying. It's humbling to encounter students that I had that became teachers. I ran into one just recently.
Yeah.
She reminded me of all, and this was like in the late 60s now, before all the technology, she reminded me of all the notes she had to take in my class. But she said she did add that that was extremely helpful when she went to college.
Yeah.
And she went on to become an educator herself.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of students that came back as teachers in the same school. They became, instead of my students, they were now my colleagues. And we developed friendships and relationships that are just priceless.
Yeah. Well, Glenda doesn't know this, but we have another former student of hers in the audience. So everybody say hello to Lauren, who's made her career as a librarian. What's up, Lauren? Lauren, tell us about your experience with Glenda.
So I didn't have the privilege of having her as a teacher. By the time I started high school, she was my librarian, and she really was a big, she made us excel in our research papers. That was a big thing that I remember. She made sure that we had our citations, that everything was filled out properly, and our writing styles were just absolutely perfect. She made sure that we were drilled on that. And it was such a benefit. As you said, they told you that the notes later came back to benefit, and that's helping me now as I'm working towards becoming an information scientist and a librarian as well. When I first started working as a public librarian in town, she was still teaching at the high school, and within my first week or two, she came and visited me, and she brought me some information, some articles that she had from years past, and she said, if you ever need any help, if you need help just labeling books or something, give me a call and I'll come over here. And so she would bring resources over, and she remembers like my mother who she taught in school and my siblings and all this stuff. And so she's just impacted so many generations.
What a very cool town y'all live in, like a very cool city, yeah. Yeah,
but yeah, so now, I work at the library. I've transitioned to a different library that she volunteers at, so I get to see her at least like once, twice a week, all the time.
What do you want to say to Glenda?
Miss Glenda, I'm so thankful for the time that you have sown into our community for 61, I can't even fathom 61 years at this point. And to just have that legacy and that impact, like as a librarian in the future, I hope that I can have just a fraction of that legacy to leave behind that you have.
Yeah. I'm speechless.
I love that you're still like helping and teaching still, like with people that are already out. You don't even have to. Like you have such a great heart. Hold on though, Lauren's not the only one who has deep appreciation for Glenda. We heard from more of her former students, so take a look.
Ms. Aiken, I hope you realize the positive impact you had on me in the 60s and all the future generations.
Ms. Aiken inspired me to step up and give back to my school and those in need.
Miss Aiken inspired me to become a teacher.
Miss Aiken inspired me to become a librarian.
To pursue a career that I love.
Thank you, Miss Aiken, for helping me discover who I am through books and history.
For fostering a love for literacy for me and for all these generations.
Miss Aiken, you inspired me to look at my job as a lifelong opportunity to serve others.
The lady who broke her leg snowmobiling in Vermont at age 75, thank you for inspiring me to believe that age is just a number.
I hope you were able to stay as active in retirement as you were here at school.
Thank you, Miss Aiken, for waiving that late fee from this certain book that I checked out way back in 1977.
Thank you, Miss Aiken.
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 After more than 60 years as an educator and your continuing work as a volunteer as well, you deserve a vacation, okay? So to celebrate your achievements, Trafalgar is sending you on an 11-day Best of Portugal tour with stops in Lisbon, Porto, and Algarve. It's gonna be amazing. You're gonna get to immerse in the Portuguese culture through their Be My Guest and Make Travel Matter experiences, along with access to expert travel directors who handle every detail so you don't have to think about it. It's gonna be awesome. Have you ever been to Portugal? Have you ever been to Portugal?
No, I've been to Europe. I've traveled quite extensively, yes.
Yeah.
Been to Australia, I've been to Europe.
Never Portugal?
I haven't been to Spain and Portugal.
Okay. Oh, you would love Spain. Yeah, yeah.
And
You
that's
would
right
love,
next door.
Yeah.
See, I know my geography.
You're good. Well done. She is a teacher. That's awesome. You're going to love both of those places, Portugal and Spain. Have so much fun. Yes. Look at me. I don't know. Oh, no. Are you on the hug? I'll hug it out. Are you
yes,
I was like, I love a hug.
Thank you.
Absolutely.